A friend of mine once said to me something her grandfather had always told her. You are where you're supposed to be because of where you are. As most of you know, after graduating college in 2011, I relocated to New Orleans, Louisiana, an extraordinarily strange and wonderful place which I happily called home. While living in New Orleans, I continued to develop my interest in teaching children as New Orleans continued to foster it. However, after working as an assistant preschool teacher for 2 years, I set my sights higher and made a personal commitment to gain greater pedagogical understanding. As much as I loved and bonded with the lead teacher with whom I worked, I felt that as educators, we could do more. We could push the limits, we could connect more with our students, we could adjust our curriculum more to better suit our kids' needs. However, in my role as an assistant, the depths of my knowledge and ability to surpass the boundaries of the lead were limited. This experience and its value makes me a hungry student, and I don't just mean for our 3:30 to 6:30 snacks. As I wrote in my application essay, my reason for wanting to be an elementary school teacher is simple. I'm passionate about teaching, and I will work tirelessly to be the best teacher that I'm able to become. Tirelessly. I really should have been careful what I asked for. However, in hopes of composing my units of experience into a product greater than its sums, and Faye, I know this is mathematically impossible, I came up with a solution. Find a well-regarded intensive graduate program which will allow me to learn the theories of pedagogy while being in an intimate environment which puts these theories and ideas into practice. This is how I came upon Delit at Brandeis. After considering every reason for why I should not yet leave New Orleans, and believe me, there were many, my acceptance of the Delit program and my desire to further my education in hopes of bettering my opportunity to become an exemplary teacher, such as those we read about in the 6 T's of effective elementary literacy instruction, trumped my initial instinct to stay in my beloved city. After 2 years of being out of school, I was nervous about diving headfirst into an educational setting. Would I be able to write papers, manage my time, wake up at 8:30 a.m. for a 3-hour class, open a Word document, as Sarah likes to joke? Came to mind. Thinking of my student changed my outlook on Moses as simply a religious and historical figure that has been stuck in the text for centuries. It allowed me to have a deeper glimpse into him as a relatable figure with feelings, motivations, and flaws. However, the page turns both ways, and as my student made me reconsider Moses, so the study of Moses also made me reevaluate my former student and his sometimes incomprehensible actions. I want to give my future students the ability to connect with the curriculum in the way I have been able to this summer. As we discussed in Lisa's class, and what has been touched upon in all of our classes time and time again, is that an effective classroom environment and curricular structure should at its core be about the curriculum and the student. As Duckworth states, our challenge as curriculum developers is to find the ways to engage learners, young or old, in the complexities of the areas we think it is important for them to know about. Because students can only retain information and make meaningful connections from frameworks that they have already developed, I, as someone who has brought my experiences into our classes, and more importantly, as a future educator, have learned the importance of tapping into children's own experiences and interests as the fountain from which knowledge can flow. Now I look ahead to my placement in the fall, to which I hope to take the new experiences of the past month and the knowledge I have worked tirelessly to develop thus far. So the big question remaining is, how do I ensure that the broad ranges of the experiences of my students are touched upon in a way that engages them and allows them to interact with the material, while also leaving enough room for uncertainty and the unknown, the space in which the most valuable growth takes place?